Hello, I am Aoife Wilson, Senior Communications Developer at Larian Studios and God's least favourite princess, let's be honest, but at least the Nine Hells are big fans. I have a guest! Here she is! Ta-da!
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself, Leanne?
Sure. I'm Leanne and I'm an Associate Lead Gameplay Scripter at Larian.
And we will get into exactly what that means
Yes.
in due course. But first of all, it's tradition around here. Here's what we were up to last stream.
Yeah, right. Wizards and stabby women.
Yay!
Actually, no, she would never say eviscerate. That's a lot of syllables when you could just say gut.
Wombat Larian, pick a hole for the worm. We're gonna need to talk about how we talk to each other on this team. I don't see them telling jokes as funny as the one about the drider that got married. It was a beautiful wedding. I want to burst some corpses. All right, next round. Bye! Now this week, as well as every week for the last, I don't know, like 3-4 weeks, we've had a poll on before the stream started where you got to vote on which mod we were going to add. I'm kind of surprised by the results, yeah, I'll be honest. I mean, we'll see how much you actually get to enjoy it, but night mode won handily. Handy because we're underground right now, indoors, and we may be for the remainder of the entire stream. But hey, look forward to maybe seeing night mode at some point before the stream ends the next 2 hours. But yeah, let's go. Oh, actually, before we start, someone pointed out, Leanne, you have the very big privilege of being on our 10th stream.
Ooh, exciting.
Double digits. Don't tell them what I said before the stream started, Leanne. Don't do it.
I think we need to do that again. What is it?
I was possessed by a demon. I don't know what happened, but someone, Benjamin, said, "Oh, stream 10. We're in double digits," and somehow out of my mouth the words "dubby dig" happened, and I regretted it immediately, and will never speak of it again. Listen, my stomach's been making really weird noises for the last half an hour, and then that happened. I don't know. There's a weird energy here today, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, things are happening.
Scripting.
Yes.
What? Listen, I'm a professional. Apparently, I'm a games developer now. What is scripting?
So,
This isn't just me, right? This is an oft misunderstood part of the very, very important games development.
100%, yeah, because we often just say scripting, so that can be seen as it can get confused with writing, it can get confused with script writing.
Yes.
So that's why we tend to always try and say gameplay scripting, just because that then alludes to a little bit more that it's not writing. So
yes.
it's not
narrative.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, gameplay scripting, I guess in the general sense, not considering Larian at the moment, but yeah, general sense, gameplay scripting. It's exactly that. It's gameplay created through script writing in a scripting language. Kind
of like the workflow, right? It's kind of like creating a series of, I guess, codes or decisions through which the players like the choices the player makes.
Yeah.
The story emerges from that, right?
Yeah. At Larian, yes, and then it's also at some studios that don't have these kind of like large, super branching narratives. Even on linear, story-based flows, like there will be some scripting to like stitch the missions together so that one flows into the next, and that's done through scripting. So yeah, it can vary depending on the company. Not every company has gameplay scripters, because for smaller games, the gameplay scripting can just be rolled into a game designer role.
Okay.
So a game designer who might do more than just the standard design roles. They'll maybe take on a little bit more. So, but because at Larian, we have this
a lot of decisions are made in this game. I don't know if you noticed, guys. A lot of decisions.
So yeah, we need a lot of scripters to handle all of that.
Flash before your eyes there, Leanne.
Like working on BG3, like it's now like, oh yeah, we had to do that. We had to somehow hook up all of those things so that if you did that thing in Act 1, here's the repercussions later on down the line, and we have to keep that in our mind as we script, basically.
Okay, so first we got to go back. How long have you been at Larian? What was your journey to get here?
Yeah. So I joined Larian almost 3 years ago. I'll be 3 years in August. So I joined about a year before full release. The game was already in early access at that point. So yeah, that was me. I just kind of got flung right in. We were still in development. We were still trying to, obviously, the road to release, basically. But part of me did think, oh, I'm just going to be here for the polish and the final touches and the bug fixing. No, there was a lot to there was a lot to still do for release, and then the post release, obviously, all the patches and stuff was.
And you'd done scripting before at other studios?
Yeah. So I guess all in, I've been a scripter for almost 8 years.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, 5 years at another company, and then the 3 years here at Larian. So yeah, I was a scripter before in a as I was saying, like a linear flow type game. So that was my life for 5 years.
I imagine.
Very different. So that, and I, having played DOS 2 and everything, and playing BG3 in early access, I was like, I need to know how this is done.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
there's something here, and I need
see how the sausage is made.
Yeah, I need to get in here.
It's a link and a half.
Yeah. Oh. So, and then I got in, and now I know. And
how did you get into scripting to begin with? Like, what was it that attracted you to it in the first place?
It's a strange one. So I studied game design.
Yes.
I graduated in 2014. I then went into development, and then into game design at a very small company, which I was able to. I had a title, but I was able to dabble in like a bunch of different areas. So I was doing a lot of prototyping, and that sort of fed that design urge. And then
Dark urge.
And then from that, as it happens, companies have redundancies and stuff. I survived a few redundancies, but I was then moved into QA.
Okay.
And so I was in QA for a little bit, and then the redundancies got me. I was made redundant. I'd survived, and then it happens. And that kind of forced me to look a little wider and thought, okay, I've got all these skills. I've dabbled in all these areas. What's out there? What can I do? And I stumbled across this gameplay scripter role, and reading the requirements, I was like, yeah, I feel I can do this.
These boxes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I took a chance, and they took a chance, and that was kind of it. And I'm in. I feel like this is
locked in now. Suddenly my career.
Yeah.
8 years later.
Right. So yeah, that's
amazing.
That's the journey. Yeah.
Now, so what's the workflow? You work quite closely with narrative, right?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, script to scripting.
Yeah.
How does it materialize? Like, what's the sort of the process?
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say that as well. Like, as much as I was saying, no, scripting isn't writing. We are technically part of the narrative team. So the narrative team involves,
just to really confuse everybody.
Just to really,
you know how we said it wasn't before? Well, actually.
So we're part of the narrative team, which is writing, scripting, and cinematics.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the whole encompassing to get the narrative out there. That's the teams that are needed.
So between yourself, Adi last week, and Leah the week before, we've got a good trifecta of that whole process. So we've got Adi writing the script.
Yep.
We've got Leah doing amazing cinematics and animation. So how are you kind of the in between bit there?
Yeah, kind of in between. So
the glue that holds this whole thing together.
I was getting there. Scripting is the glue, because then there's so much more than the narrative, right? There's once the narrative is solid, it's then visual effects, sound effects, it's voice, it's everything that comes after that. So, and we have to be involved in that too. So we go beyond the narrative as well. So, in terms of those initial stages, we're kind of involved very early on. There's a narrative pitch, there's a brief. We get that, and it's on us to analyse it and design gameplay around that fits that narrative. Would this be because Adi was explaining it to us last week, a scene or a situation? Is that so? It's broken into situations, which are then handed to you, and do you kind of discuss with the other teams? Well, this is how this breaks down for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We'll analyse the main paths that we believe the main paths are, that we would think players...
The golden path?
That, exactly. That we would think, oh, this is... An average player may do this. But that's not all players.
No, especially in a game like this, you know, where so many options are available.
A lot. So that's the initial stage. As long as we've got that main flow or flows covered, cool, great. Beyond that is what we call edge casing, which is the extra.
I'm such a child. I'm sorry.
Covering all the multiple ways that a situation can be started, and then all the multiple outcomes of that situation. So, all even the players, you know, the 0.1% of players that are going to experience this weird path, we're going to cover that, or we're going to attempt to cover that.
Okay.
That's then the next stage. So that's probably the longest stage, because we're...
Is that quite fun though? You're kind of like being like, oh, what might they do in this scenario?
Exactly. And that's then obviously QA get involved in that too, and they're doing weird stuff and making us realise, oh yeah, that is what the player can do. We're going to need to not stop them from doing that cool and interesting thing, but how can make sure that if they do that, that they also have an interesting outcome. So yeah.
Oh, okay. What are your thoughts on this scene?
Oh.
What should we go for? Let's actually play the game for a minute.
I kind of forgot that we were...
No.
I mean, because one of my runs is a bard, so I try and pick those where I can.
Oh.
Oh. My, you startled me.
As you can see, we've put him in a lovely slutty little outfit.
I was just about to say, both outfits are great.
I think everyone looks great. I think, including Scratch in the background, if you can see there.
That's
so cute.
Perfect timing.
So we have some comments. The Mim says, I must ask what the favourite character is, Leanne.
Oh, my favourite character. Oh.
I know.
Overall?
Yeah.
Out of every, not just Origin.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, I guess we'll probably get into it. I mean, it's one that I worked on, the Strange Ox.
Did you? You worked on the Strange Ox.
Have you seen him yet?
Have we seen him yet? I've also I felt really clever. I have to say that I came across the Strange Ox in my very first playthrough. Was like, and that was kind of one of the moments I was like, oh, they've accounted for everything.
Yeah.
So is that how did that come about?
That was actually the first thing I worked on. So going back to, I started a year before release thinking, oh, I'm just going to be helping what's already there. But no, the Strange Ox was the first thing I worked on, 2 weeks in.
Oh my gosh.
And there was some ideas already out there, so it was a little bit different to the regular process where the brief was pretty expansive to begin with. And it was then a case of cutting it down into what was doable for release. So, but yeah, we knew that we not treat them like an Easter egg, but we didn't want there to be any quest for it. We didn't want there to be any signposts. We just kind of want it to be, if you happen to speak to this thing, you can go speak to them, and some of the other animals around them just have standard pet pal lines. But we wanted to, if you past certain roles and found out certain information, you could find out a little bit more, which leads to more. And
well, that's it, because there's so many specific decisions that you must make in order to find these fun little things, which just makes the world feel so much more richer and interesting, because it's like, well, first of all, you have to have speak with animals enabled.
Yep.
You have to actually speak to this Strange Ox. You need to speak to him first in the camp, and then later on down the line in, it's the First Light, right?
He's at Last Light, and
yeah.
So what I added in as well, because we found that if you miss him in the Druid's Grove, we didn't want it to be, oh, you've just missed him then.
Right.
You can still meet him in every other location, but we've made sure that the reactivity is a bit different each time, so that if you haven't met him, he's going to act like obviously you've never met him. If you have, he'll.
It's just it's the escalation of it as well. It's like moo, and you're like, oh, that's cute. It's the Strange Ox, but then it's like the flashes of whoa, what was that?
Yeah, there's something there. Yeah, there's something there. So and then it leads to a lot more. That's spoiler territory, but
and this is what makes this game so good.
Yeah, it's great.
Larry says, and I apologise for this, smash or pass the hag, it must be asked.
Oh. I'm thinking about it too much.
No, you know what? You're thinking just enough.
In hag form?
I mean...
Pass.
Wrong answer.
Oh.
No, it's not the wrong answer.
Oh.
I mean, look, the chat has very strong opinions on this. I think, what was it? Was it 96%? No, it wasn't 96%. It was a very large percentage, at least, that were
To
smashed.
smash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's.
The mem says, "Oh my God, hell yeah! Strange ox work. Wow, 10 out of 10. You made him so funny. I love it."
Oh.
Thank you. It was 60%.
Yeah. Well, I have to shout out. It was Sarah, the writer. Obviously, made him funny. Like.
Yes, but it was a team. It was a collaborative effort.
It was a team effort. It was there was a bunch of us on that. So yeah, it was that trying to make the moment memorable. In the short time that we had. So yeah.
And Starlight Witch says, Leanne, who's your biggest smash for non-romanceable characters, assuming they are available, so you aren't messing up any couples? That's a very sweet. It's a very sweet addition. They need to be single, all right? But
So they're single, and they're not.
I don't know, how many canonical couples are there outside of the non-romanceable characters? I mean, quite a few. To be fair.
Yeah, none are. Oh God, I can't think of. Because that's a lot of criteria.
It's one criteria. They
too
must
much.
be single.
Actually, I was talking to someone last week about this who said Raphael, and then I was like, oh, actually, yeah, that's
Yes.
He's
I
single.
mean, it's an adventure.
right.
An incubus. Come on now.
Come on.
Like, listen, we might be giving up our soul, but at least we'll have a nice time about it. Burning with 23 says, BG3 shines in many ways, but what blows me away is how reactive it is. Every choice matters. The scripting work must have been wild. It's amazing how smoothly everything runs in such a huge game. Huge thanks to the whole team and to you, Leanne, for making it all possible.
Well, yeah, we have a huge scripting team. There's 30 of us now. 30? Yeah, including leads. But we script, obviously, as well. So, but yeah, we've got a good large team, so and we need that for this. So yeah, thank you so much.
All right, we going Bard? Care to tell me why you were conjuring an image of a goddess? Yes.
Yeah.
Just pondering what I lost. Mystra commands all magic.
Or dodged.
Salvation,
Really.
if such a thing exists, is hers to bestow or withhold. And yet even now, more than I fear losing my own self and soul, I fear losing my command of her art.
We look so
Magic
unimpressed.
is-
Here he goes again.
I've
Talking
been in
about the
touch
X.
with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it. It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
Oh.
Bard. Magic is music, poetry, and beauty. Though I suspect you and I perform it differently. I think that's the case. Wow, I can't not look at. He's so caked up in that outfit. It's really hard.
It's distracting.
It's right there.
And yet we're still playing the same composition.
Yeah.
Perhaps I can show you
That's
what
a
I mean.
powerful
Reaching into
stance.
the weave together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? We got nothing better to do.
Then follow my lead.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, working in.
Oh, here. That's what? Hold on. That's not what we signed up for, or is it? Oh yeah, as you can probably
Now
tell
you.
from our wee bit of header chroma we've got going on, Valo took a nice pick to our eye.
Oh, you've done that. Oh.
Chat
you went
did
for
it.
it.
I didn't go for it. Chat very quickly decided we had to lose an eye over that. Any decisions made, I wash my hands of them completely. Chat kicked the squirrel to death. I just pressed the button.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
I mean-
wow, chat.
Well, I guess Dark Urge, right? So
That is the rationale.
I guess is that the rationale? Yeah. Then that's okay. All is forgiven.
Okay, well, let's have a look. Imitate the gesture with ease. Sleight of hand, that's a good, and +4, +3. Maths is hard, +6. Let's show off a wee bit, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We literally
Easy.
can't lose this unless you get in that one. Beautiful. Oop. I really appreciate the little slappy sound effects.
The
there.
slap.
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me.
Ooh.
Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Oh. I mean, yeah. Belt the words with a little flourish on AO. Yeah, let's do it. We don't even, do you know what? We don't even need guidance.
Yeah.
This is fine. Please don't get in that one. Oh. That'll teach us for being overly confident.
That was...
The game's like, no, watch
close.
yourself.
Yes.
Nasilabot says,
The
I
scent
know
of
how
rose
this goes.
water
You're in
and
for
a
a
sense of
real treat with Gale,
well-being.
Aoife. Why are you directing that at me
That tastes
specifically?
sweet on the tongue.
I'm very excited to find out what
Very
happens here.
good.
Oh.
Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
I mean, who can do that nowadays, honestly? Insight +2, history +1, bard. Does that just give you advantage when there's no, or is it just an automatic success? Well, let's find out.
It's just alternate.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'll just automatically,
Do something.
yeah, something cool.
You see, or is it sense, the unmistakable presence of Mystra, the Lady of Mysteries.
Well named.
There's something like the anticipation of a kiss,
Oh.
then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
You did it! You're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
Have you played a Dark Urge run yet?
I haven't. No.
Ooh.
It's on my. I mean, yeah, it's on my list of things. To
I
do.
hadn't
I've-
either. I'd saved it for this, so
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah.
a lot of new information on this run.
This is I helped out with some of the when we were hooking up the journal
That it does.
to some of the Dark Urge moments, and that's where I saw started to see those moments come through, and it's this is where we're going with this
A
thing.
lot of
okay.
unique moments. For
Yeah.
Sure. Oh. All right. You know what? This is a poll moment. I feel. I'm not going to be. I won't be responsible for deaths, and I won't be responsible for the other thing. So I feel like that's where this is headed. Chat. Do we have thoughts on this? Let's let them ponder on that, and we'll just chat for a bit about scripting.
Yeah. Yes. Go for it.
Well, let me think. Well, so you kind of came into scripting from a game design sort of degree.
Yeah.
How are there other ways people can come into that career now?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we say that scripting is a bit of a combination of if you've got some design experience or programming experience, then naturally scripting could be a fit. But beyond that, no, we've got some scripters with interesting backgrounds.
Yeah.
One who's got an architectural degree.
Really? I can see why that would be helpful, though.
Actually, like for designing layouts and stuff. But so yeah, there's definitely some like non-traditional ways. I came in with a game design degree, but that's not. I would never say that was
it was a necessary
for
thing,
sure.
right?
What I'm finding now is in the last few years with like more modern kits, obviously ours as well. with those tools out there, people are able to create a lot more content, a lot more easily, and that's like such a good way. So we're seeing that a lot more, that people can come into script in that kind of way of just being able to create their own little projects themselves. Yeah.
Well, are there any tools or languages that people should be fluent in, or is it kind of just like on a game by game basis?
Very much depends on the game and the studio. So every scripting language I've worked with has been an in-house language. It's been based on a scripting language, in both cases on Lua, which anyone can learn. But yeah, ours is in-house, so well now it's released to the wilds through
Osiris,
the mod
right?
kit. Osiris is one of them. We've got a few. So we've got Osiris and we've got Anubis, and those are our scripting languages. And then we have all of our tools. There's obviously the dialogue editor that we're in a lot, the journal editor. Stats editor. There's tons of different editors that we're using as well. So
you're using like a load of different programs.
There's a lot, and they're all in-house. They're all that you're learning on the job, basically. We're always like, if we're looking whenever we're looking for scripters, it's the potential. It's that we're looking for, because if you can learn and you want to learn, and then usually that's quite
good that everyone's kind of coming at it at the same level, almost not quite the same level, because obviously you're bringing different experiences with you, but the fact that you're learning the language there on day one, I guess.
Exactly. And then there's, outside of modern kits as well, there's because I've talked about text-based scripting, there's also the visual scripting. So that's Unreal uses blueprints for visual-based, node-based scripting. So there's that too. So there's a lot of different scripting tools out there that people can get used to the act of creating content in some kind of way. And then if you're already in that headspace, then scripting could be
it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like, there's so many tools out there that you can, if you can come in and say, I've dabbled a little bit in these things, and sort of here's a bit of a portfolio or an example of how I've tried to sort of do it. It's definitely beneficial.
Exactly. So
the poll has ended. What do you think they voted for? What, I mean, honestly, come on now. With is that 69%? Is that 69% of the vote? You're all absolutely unhinged. I can't believe you've done this. And Wombat Larian added permitted term. Oh no. Very normal chat happening right now.
Wow.
Of course, we've decided to hold on to the moment. Nightcat Notabot says, Gale's so easy. Do the baby shark dance, turn on a few blue LEDs and he's yours. And we love him for it, We love him for it.
You realize the weave is making you one.
Oh, jeez.
You have but to imagine your desire, and Gale
Normal
will
job.
know it.
This is great.
Oh gosh.
There's more.
Picture kicking him in the gut. Picture his severed head on a spike. Picture nothing. This is about. I mean, obviously. I'm doing number one. I know chat well enough at this stage that we can just go straight to number one.
Yeah.
I didn't think.
You are not rejecting us right now.
Gusts of embarrassment.
Oh, good.
Trepidation.
I was like, don't you even pardon?
Sorry.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting. But it is a pleasant image, to be sure. Most pleasant, in fact.
He's going to embarrass us in
Most
front of
welcome.
chat there for a second. Don't you dare.
And as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh no.
There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Is that what? I feel annoyed, and I don't know why, because I didn't even want Gale to begin with, and I'm like, wait a minute, I wasn't yours to reject. Hey, get back here and kiss me. Not because I want to, but because I want you to want to. That's healthy. Let's not explore that. All right, let's go to bed. I feel like going to bed is wise right
We're
now.
done.
Oh, wait. We have to do this. We've got, as you might have been able to tell from the side here, we've got extended party chat, or party.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a few more members. Oh, delicious. Shall we have some?
Oh,
I thought you might approve.
course.
I thought you might approve.
yes.
And then what? Some poutine. That's a beautiful combination. Canada and Scotland together at last.
Yes.
Binya.org says that's how he sucks you in. Oh,
Now you're
yeah.
in, right?
Yeah, and it's working annoyingly well. All right, there we go. Everyone's okay. So now we got to deal with the actual task at hand, which is Scratch. You want to talk to us?
He's so.
Oh my
so
god!
cute.
Wait, where are you going?
Dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth.
What have you got? We are not yanking at it. Yeah. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh. Beautiful. I mean, I'm sure it's nothing particularly exciting. But
I mean, but
what have you got for us,
still.
bud?
we can't upset him.
He gives in and surrenders
A bone.
his fine teeth.
Give it back. Yeah, we're obviously petting him. Thank you, Community Doc, reminding me to
Scratch's
add party
tongue
limit back
lolls
on.
out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Leave. All right, so we're gonna go fight Dror Ragslin. Do you have any advice for this fight?
Oh.
How did it go for you? You said you like a bard, so
Yeah.
similar lineup. I'm assuming maybe.
Yeah, quite similar. Is this so? Excellent. Is this the what? Can you get high?
You can,
Above?
yeah.
Is
You
this
can get
that
up
one?
into the I think that's a
I would
great idea.
recommend
Actually.
starting from above.
Yes, a little bit of an advantage
Yep.
there. Let me just remind myself where we are. Okay, so we're right here, right outside the room. So,
Yep.
go up this. What is happening there? There we go. It was a little bit too keen. up
Yep.
here. Yeah. Great. Oh wait, can we go this way? I think maybe the rafters are over this way. Let's maybe close this door. There we go. Never mind. Nothing out here. Don't worry about it.
Nothing to see.
How do I get up again? I don't remember now. So, let's think here. There's got to be a ladder somewhere.
There's a ladder from in the room.
In here, because
Minthara
we've
was
already
in.
got Minty, so... is it up here? Well, there it is there, because if we can hop up here, and there's a lot... Well, let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a
Remember,
look.
it's been a while.
I know. It's been a while. Let's go have a look. Maybe. That's quite high. Let's see. We can get up here, but then I'm not sure if we can jump across.
Yeah, it's not
Not ideal.
connected, I don't
know
think.
that there's
There's something here, and
Yeah.
I just can't.
I hope we haven't
remember
destroyed it,
where.
because we did throw some stuff around. Wait, is it on the other side of this door?
There's some stuff around.
We did throw a lot of stuff. Oh, here. Okay. So if we can manage to sneak...
If you can avoid them, yeah, without.
If we can lockpick. Where's our boy? Come here.
Trust me.
Yeah. Lockpick this, please.
Simple.
Slayer Seraph says, hey, question for the script team. How did you tackle gameplay script writing of a character's quest versus the same from its origin character story perspective, considering player agency and their exposure to the plot? That's a great question.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. So yeah, we had a scripter and writer pair origin character. And yeah, it was basically on them to consider everything, all the different possibilities for that character, whether you're playing them as an origin, or they're in your party, or they're in camp, or they're unavailable. dead or
Yeah.
otherwise. So that's all part of that process, is that pair of writer and scripter kind of have to be involved in
Yeah.
all the situations that
man.
that all the kind of important situations that Origin could be involved in, and then make sure they're covering all the cases where you're either playing as them or with them, or romancing them as well, if that matters.
Yeah.
So for example, I'll try not to spoil, but yeah, the Origin scripter for Will would be involved in all things to do with Gortash and Ravengard, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of how we tried to do it. Yeah.
Okay. I am sorry. I just remembered that we equipped boots on Gale that were not good for Gale. So just trying to remove it so that he can. Yeah. Now he's got access to his spells again.
Yeah.
These are not great for Carlet, but they'll be fine. For the time being, they are fine. Grand. Yes, and as the community doc loves to remind me, maybe save. Maybe save, you know? Why not? Treat yourself. Saving's free. There we go. Grand. Are there any like particularly, because we talked about the strange ox, but are there any other moments or sort of situations in the game that you really enjoyed working on?
Yeah. Enjoyed.
Or that were particularly challenging, just any stories from Dev.
I guess I'll start with one that I enjoyed, without spoiling it too much.
Sorry, as long as it's not like. I kind of
You're
assume
good.
a lot of people. I'm good, but like I kind of assume a lot of people in the chat kind of know what's what, as long as it's not like
Yeah, nothing too
Yeah.
too deep. I'll mention names and stuff, and if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
I really enjoyed working on Yenna, very minor character.
Yeah.
If you remember, child that you meet at the start of Act 3.
Yes.
Yeah. So we added her in. She herself is a bit of a what we call an N+1 solution, where she's a fallback because of what a certain protagonist Orin can do to a party member of yours. But what if you don't have a relevant party member? Or they're unavailable in any kind of way. Yenna is the backup to that whole scenario. So that was really fun to set up, because I didn't work with Orin or those situations at the start of Act 3, but coming in and just kind of adding in an extra character, but then seeing the repercussions of that and having to deal with them was challenging and fun. That was like, I feel like that's the scripter experience right there. And then if I'm going to something much more difficult, I'll just touch on it because it is quite spoiler heavy, but it's the end of Act 2.
Yes.
That whole camp night
Yes.
where you meet a certain someone.
Yes.
That was that was a lot. So talking of the night mode mod
Yes.
that we've got active here, that I'm curious how that interacts with that camp night, because that camp night needs to happen at night.
That's
So
true.
if you've already got
night mode
on, I'm really curious
Could it
now.
happen at
I
any
kind of need to, I'm going to need to look into this.
Is it the sense that, like, because there's so many permutations of different scenarios in the game? Does it kind of, obviously they snowball to an extent, but does it mean like by the end of the, like, I can imagine the flow is just a tangle.
It's a whole noodles everywhere. It's I don't know if some screenshots have been shared where there's one dialogue in particular towards the end, and you can just see all the permutations, all the different branches within that dialogue file, and it's a horror show.
Do you look at that though and feel pride because you're like, look at that. That's a nightmare, and we built that.
We built that, and that's great. And when it works, it's perfect. And then the moment you get like a bug through about one specific node or one specific path, and you have to get back in there and like figure it out, That's and you're having to unravel some things. That's when it can get a lot less fun. But then super satisfying once you figure that thing out and fix it. That's
that is the okay. Are we just going straight for it?
Oh.
I feel like oh, I didn't even mean to. I guess we are.
Yeah. You're in.
Absolute's name, boys.
Boys. Love that. It's like they're in like Bugsy Malone. All right, boys. Let's see to it. These guys never see the light of day. All right. Oh, Astarian's going in. Probably should have kept you down there, but hey ho. Let's just fire a wee arrow on down there. Oof. Didn't like that much. Here, maybe if you make your way over here towards the ladder. Nice.
Now this is my happy place.
Oh yeah, Karlak even more so actually. Should we send her back down the ladder? Maybe.
She might be better.
She might be better down there, I reckon. Yeah. Let's send her down. All right. Oh no, she can't. Well, unless she jumps actually. Can you? Yeah, go on then. Whoop. Lovely.
She's so good.
I know. Let's get in there. Let's get you right into the fray. Thank you so much. Oh, and then, yeah, why not? Let's just spend a turn getting her where we need her to go.
Incoming.
Whoop. I mean, she's gonna get absolutely. She's gonna have to do a fair bit of tanking, Karlak. I won't lie to you. All right, but don't worry. We've got a plan-ish. We had a plan. Yeah, let's do. Hey, do you want some extra HP? I feel like it's probably a good idea. Oh, too low. Too low?
Oh.
Okay, sorry. None for you. I guess it can only be these two. There we go. There you go. One for you, one for you. And turn. Wonderful. Aha! Okay, this is good. This is good though, because now they'll head up the ladder and Gale. Right, let's think here. What do we want? Which one maybe? Where's he at? Yeah, let's absolutely.
Just going for it.
Yeah. No, let's not be messing around here.
No.
We're not here to fuck fighters. Although, Karnas is not that far away. Oh, what? I can't help but feel this is your fault sometimes. I just... One hit! Are you for real?
That...
Explain
that
yourself.
was a lot.
This is fine, this is fine, this is fine.
This is... They're,
totally fine.
right? We're good.
Wait, what? Yep. Ah, you're up. You're up. You're fine. You're grand. What are you talking about? Right, where is he now? Where's he at? There. Right. Now, question, do we take out the ads or do we focus on the Billy Big Bollocks first? What's your strategy of choice?
I'd get all the
wee ones?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, all right then. It's better work. Good, thank you. We were due a win. All right, great.
This is fine.
This is so fine. Armor of Agathis, are you?
She's really
essentially out of the fight now. Oh my god. Karlak, it's not your day. It's just not your day at all. Oh, few too many critical hits going on here. Don't love it. Malkier says, was there one big digital decision, tree map, or like a whole room full of whiteboards with permutations? Did it start to look like that the It's Always Sunny meme?
Yeah, actually at one point, yeah.
Red string and a corkboard.
Yeah. I remember, so in Guildford's, one of the scripters, Michal, he was the scripter for Lae'zel, and there was one point where he just kind of had to sit down and map it all out and get it all out of the head and onto paper at one point. And I think it was on the whiteboard for quite some time, but it was, I can't even describe it. I mean, it was that, you can imagine. It was lines everywhere,
Lots.
moments all over the place. Yeah, it was a lot. So that was his process.
Yeah.
Because we do for big characters, even not just the origins. Raphael probably can be considered a big character too. Where we'd create like a flowchart at the start as well as part of that design analysis stage, to really help with all those flows.
Yeah.
And make sure we're physically able to see them all, because that can help.
Yeah. Right, Karlak is, sorry, babes, you're on your own for a while because you're way too far away down in that pit. But we did kill the spiders, so nothing to worry about.
Okay,
there.
good. That's okay.
I'd like to
This
say
is fine.
it was a moment of foresight, but it really wasn't. So
You just
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Fine. Let's think here. What's a good use of this? No, we don't want to Misty Step. It's a bit too fraught with danger down there. However, this lad right here, a wee cheeky cantrip might not go amiss. Yeah, go on then. All right, fine. We'll have it play it your way. Oh, he's on his way. He's making his way uptown.
He knows.
Excuse me, Burning with 23. Aoife not taking responsibility for her actions. First the chat, now Leanne getting strong Astarian vibes. I reject this character assassination wholeheartedly. I am... Oh, what just happened? Not loving this. What's he up to? Oh, if he not... Okay, this is a little bit scary. Oh dear. Oh no. Maybe it's fine though. What if I did Sanctuary? That might be good, because then he can't touch her, right? And then
Yes.
and then he can't get to all right.
So you're planning on staying here?
I feel like for the time being, if he can't hurt Shadowheart,
Yeah.
he can't get, like
She's the new shield. Right?
Yeah. Human shield, like sorry, elf shield. Easily done. Great. Okay, well she can't attack anybody else now for the time being, but I'm just buying us time to maybe think. And then, but actually what I could do is cure wounds a little bit. There we go. Lovely. Not action economy. I have heard of it. Love to be part of it. Someday. Oh no. You're so lucky that missed. Aoife Wilson blames everyone but herself. Cheaper than therapy. Listen. If the shoe fits, I will take it off and beat someone with it. All right, here we go. This is wonderful. I love coming to work and getting called out. I deserve it, to be fair. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. That's exactly what this is what we want.
Fine.
Now, Astarian, if you could just make your way over here, help a wizard out. Well, or just be on your way to help a wizard out. Yeah. And actually, let's just head your way in. And then opportunity attacks are a thing. Right. Good. I agree. So, what are our options? This one down here. Yes. Let's do it. Boop. Wonderful. And then go on then. We need everyone's favorite wizard, even if he did kind of reject us.
We can deal with that after,
We're bigger than we're bigger than that.
Exactly.
We're going to be the bigger person in all of this. And then, should we Misty Step? I feel like maybe
Yeah.
I feel like maybe
Yeah.
Can we Misty Step up here? Is that
Get into some kind of safer
Yeah,
zone.
I'm thinking. If we can just. Okay, you know what? Just come up here. There we go. Off you go. Wonderful. And then, why not? Right. Done. I think we can pull this back.
the timing on that.
The game loves to do that to me.
That was great.
It loves to do that to me every time, every single time. I am humbled so quick. I didn't have much confidence to begin with, but the frequency with which I am humbled is humbling in itself. Malkir says, question, did you do the writing around a loose idea of a decision tree, or was there ever a time where the script determined that new choices needed to be added to the flowchart? Right.
That's interesting. I guess that's kind of how our edge case process is. Because the initial analysis that we do, as much as we try and cover the important bases, it's never, we're always iterating. It's never, it's not guaranteed that those are always going to be the flows, you know, from iteration 1 to iteration 10, 20. Those can always change. So that's kind of, in terms of thinking of new choices, that's kind of where that comes in at that edge case analysis point. But what it also kind of reminds me of is, I guess, maybe this is part of what the question is, but when a new class comes in, you know, monk, for example, and like how you had bard choices, there would then be monk choices, and having to account for those, and if any of those need to have any kind of special considerations, then it just means we just have to reanalyze that situation or selection of situations and see how that could affect things. Not tied to dialogue choices, but tied to monk. When we realised we were going to add it in. Obviously, one of the spells that they have is Sanctuary. And so we had to, that worried us a little bit, because then we were like, oh, if they've got Sanctuary, they can protect themselves in these scenarios that we didn't consider before. So that, we don't go back to the drawing board entirely, but we have to reanalyze maybe specific flows to account for that. So there was a few moments of that, but we know that's all part of the process. We know that that's always going to be, whenever a situation is done, it's never really done. So whenever a new class or something comes in, we go back to the drawing board where we have to go back to it.
Sorry,
I've not been watching.
I was going to say, actually, we're pulling this back, and then from out of nowhere, we're not pulling this back quite so much. We're doing okay. We're doing all right.
Okay.
I mean, we might get through this, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are you? Why are we? Okay, give it a go. Oh, so close. Can we reach Gale? I mean, Larian. No, we cannot. Can we get a little bit closer? Let's go this way. Let's just head on over here a wee bit. It's not. Oh, okay. It's not going fantastically, but we're still kind of alive.
Yeah, this isn't
the worst.
Terrible.
This isn't awful.
No.
Okay, fine. All right. See if you. I swear. Okay.
Oh, he's there. Okay.
Nuka Rocket says, Princess Gale has been bonked. Yes, but then he got up again. So there's hope for us all. Mental Whispers, let's do that. Is there anyone else? Anyone left alive? Where's Gale? Oh, he's not here. Yeah. We're good. There we go. Too low.
Yeah.
I'm not the judge of that. Okay, fine. Let's just do this anyway. Okay. And then a little cantrip, because this might be able. We might do it. Yes! Exactly what we needed.
This is fine.
So now it's just
him.
Right. Okay. So we can maybe do this.
Tempest
Right? We can do this.
Oh yeah. I mean,
we've whittled him down a bit already. So what's he got? What's he on? Stranger things have happened. What should we go for? What do you think?
I think it needs to be biggest.
Just whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Or if there's something that'll, because if he's going to go next, if there's something
Yeah.
to...
I mean, bursting sinew might not be a bad choice, but is there anything close enough to him? No, it's. I'm just gonna. Do you know what? Let's just hit him in the face with some
Yep.
lightning.
Yep, that's always...
It gets the oh
Yep.
no, 36%. Okay, you know what? It's a classic for a reason.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Have that there. That's okay. I'm not mad about that. I'm not too mad about it. Let's see. What's he on now? Okay. Should we Misty Step out of there again? I think.
Yeah,
Gale,
I would
just
say
just
hide.
get yourself
Yep,
out of
yep.
it, because if he even looks at Gale, Gale's gonna keel over. He's just gonna absolutely have it.
He's going
There
to
we
lose
go.
it.
Great. Okay. End turn. Where are you off to now? I know what you're gonna. Don't you touch him. Okay. Fine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. That's fine. Where's she? What?
Oh.
It's fine. You know what? You can have that one for free. Don't even need it. 25%. These are not good.
It's not
we
gonna
need
be
we need one that's
great.
going to give him a saving throw, I think. And what's this one? What's this one? No. Okay. Let's just do. I know it very rarely hits. However, it's a saving throw, so it might be the.
Could this be the one? Yeah.
It's tricky. Do we just want to? We want something with force to kick him off. That would actually be
Yeah.
quite good.
If we could get him down from there.
Yeah, he's knocked her off. That's the problem. Maybe actually, let's just get her to heal herself for now, and then can Shart heal someone else? Well, look. Sure, she could have, but I feel like she's working on herself. You know. That's enough. Okay. Okay, he's gonna do terrible things to us if we don't move out of the way. We don't have a lot of options.
No.
We're not doing good. We're not doing good. Oh dear. Oh no. Let's just do this and then run away. Okay.
Yeah.
That was not worth it. Let's go down the ladder. Quick.
Just run away.
Just run away while we get everyone else up, okay? Like
Let's
we're running
regroup.
from our problems. That's the theme of today. Can I? No. Don't even think about it. Right, Gale. Right. Okay. Oh dear, 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 dear. Someone needs to get a Larian up. But it won't be Gale. Let's just move over here. And then maybe some more BBs? It worked so well last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's doing something.
His leadership aura is worn off. He just threw a rock and it did so much damage. It's actually kind of insulting. Like, I feel like he's made this personal for no good goddamn reason.
Yeah, he's got out for Gale.
Okay, let's just get you over here. As close as we can. Because we're all out of spell slots for God's favorite princess. Grand. You're fine, don't... Yeah, that's good. Thank you so much.
Another fight. Let's go.
Right, let's go. I like this attitude, this is good.
Yeah. This isn't over yet.
Thank you, no, it's not. It may be, and we may have to load that save. Thank God we saved. Thanks, community.
Death won't take me yet.
Oh, we're going back up the ladder. We're getting our steps in, as people like to say. Or okay, grand. Good. What are we at? We're just slowly making it.
Yeah.
And then maybe a bardic on. Friends, where's Shadowheart gone? My gosh. If you're gonna hide, you're not gonna get the benefits.
Oh, she's closer to.
Yeah. No, never mind then. Okay.
Excite their demise.
And where is he? Drawer. Lovely
Good old
name, by the
faithful.
way. Ugh. I just didn't want to do magic missiles 3 turns in a row. I felt like that was it's not what we're here for. We're here for big plays, big exciting plays, even if that leads to death and ruin. Citizen says, Leanne, how much do you learn from players, not QA, about game interactions and what mechanics can be used, abused, etc.? That's a good question.
It's a really good question. Yeah, it was when the game was out that we saw the extent of what people would do. I mean, the baromancy stuff
Oh my
is
gosh,
probably
yes.
for me
Best
at least
example.
is a really, really good example. I never would have thought
That baromancy was a thing.
that was an option. So
Where do I go
that's
from
something that we now know, and we can keep that in mind. But it's going back to the we want to learn from these in the way of like we don't want to stop it from happening. We want to make sure that if you do it, that you still have an outcome, or that the outcome is as you'd expect. If we haven't covered a case, and it stalls something or something doesn't end to match how you've weirdly gone through it, then that's on us to do better. So a good example as well is not that we would say, oh, we need to consider players who are going to use barrows to get from A to B. We try and think of things in a state-driven way rather than like on a per item or per thing basis, So for example, a locked door, we're not in script, we're not going to check if you've unlocked it with knock or unlocked it with an axe or anything like that. All we care about is the state of that door. Is it open? Is it closed?
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
it.
that's it.
So that's the mindset and that then allows us to be a lot more flexible so that however you want to get through that door is entirely up to you. All we're checking to make the script progress is that the door is either open or closed.
Right.
So that's it just allows us to think about things in a better way. I think. Yeah. So we learn a lot from players. It's always, I think, for a long time we were watching streams.
Yes. I can imagine. Is it weird to watch?
It's so weird.
Still.
Yeah. Still so weird to that this is still happening. It's amazing. But that, like, finding out how players are doing interesting things, and also how some players are ended up in places they shouldn't be. I'm sure, like, there was speed runs where people were able to get into the scripts in Asylum.
Speedruns are such an interesting thing as well. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Listen, while you've been chatting, this has not been going
I'm
well for us.
somehow
It's
ignoring all
wild.
of this.
It's wild how bad this is
How
going.
is it still going on?
However, we may have...
This could be it. Is it?
You doubted me, chat! I doubted myself, but you doubted me more. We did it, though.
We always knew.
Technically, that's a win. Technically, we count that as a win. Everyone's dead. Look at that.
Why would it not be a
It was
win?
almost a
Yeah.
total TPK. And I see your poll, community team. Current poll, is Aoife getting through this encounter? And we believe was the option, with 60%. You doubted me. Thank you to the 40% who believed in the ability. Oh my god.
Against all odds.
We need to, right, where's the revives? Everyone needs to get their scrolls out right now. Where's everyone's dead body? Hold on. Gale, we need to start picking up the pieces. Oh dear. Oh, look at her there. Just absolutely time of her life. That was a clutch move, you have to admit. So first of all, I got to scroll up. I had nothing else to do, so I was like, well, Shadowheart can just scroll and revivify Astarion because it doesn't hurt, right? Mm-hmm. And then he was up and delivered the last killing blow.
I mean,
The dice, or in this instance, the mouse clicks tell the story. They really do.
this is amazing.
Help, please.
Wait, what? What just happened? Okay, you know what? Don't worry about it. Hang on, let's just... Oops. We're just... Oh, it's because we're in a gooey puddle, I think. Yeah, oh
You've
my
got
gosh.
some, yeah, there's this.
What is this?
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
the floor made of?
necrosis, Yeah. yeah.
Oh, the meme says Gale's little necrotic corpse in the corner. Everyone's a bit toxic right now. All right, you know, Burnadette's fine. How do we necro this staircase? Okay, actually, what we need to do is revivify them out of there. Here we go. There we are.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay, we've got it now.
Help, please.
I do like to keep you on your toes. Yeah, look at that. Look. This is lovely. Everyone's having a nice time. Let's maybe... No, I know you can't take much more. That's all good. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's grand. We're going to go around the long way. Carla has stabilized herself, so that's fine. No, not that way, not that way, not that way, not that way, not that way. Okay, thank you so much. She's going up over the rafters. I thought she was going to run back downstairs. Whew! Wild Peanut says, the floor is made of Gale. Not the floor is lava, the floor is Gale. Gale bits? Okay. That is so wonderful, I think. I think it's beautiful, the story that we've told here together today. There we are. And now together, we're going to go back down the stairs, we're going to get Carlac, and we're going to go home.
And
We're all going to go home and have a nice time.
I think they've had enough. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Right. There we are. I don't think there's anyone left here anyway. I think that's... You stay over there. Oh, it's Halsin. Halsin, help us!
Wait, what?
Wait, the entire time! Nacilla says, congratulations, you won the fight, but at what cost? Everything. Mostly my dignity, but everyone else as well, you know. I think we've lost more than a few eyebrows in that fight. They were singed off. That was a lot.
Nothing.
What? So is it? Have you wiped out the goblin camp now? Is this?
Pretty much, yeah. We've got the all the leaders are sorted. So
Cool.
I guess we gotta go and talk to them. What's going on? I just want
I
to.
had another dream. Which I suppose means you did as well.
Might not be the time. I know I did this because I clicked on you, but
We truly have a
we're
secret
just,
protector.
I'm in a crisis right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. We can talk later.
Where's yourself? There she is. There she is. You're in a bit of an awkward place, mate. Here. Oh. It's okay. Here. Halsin, bear with me, guys. Which one of you put that in the document? I know, I don't even know why I'm asking. Let's get you, get out, get done. Okay, a little short rest. I think we've all learned that. Me included, I need to catch my breath for a second.
That was intense. That was a lot.
But isn't it what? Ben, not me, Sallow.
Nice little nap.
It was one of yous. It was fucking one of yous. All right, and yeah, we'll talk to Halsin, and then that concludes this part of the journey. Where should we go next?
Ooh.
Well, we do. You want to see night. We all want to see Act 1 night mode.
Yeah. Let's.
We got to
get
go back
outside.
to the camp anyway, so
Yeah.
let's do that. Have a little celebration. Halsin, help! Help!
Can't believe he's been stood
me.
there.
Leaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger.
You'll never guess what.
Thanks to them.
Hooray!
You did it. You actually did it. The leader's dead.
Technically, Minthara
Praise
isn't
Sylvanas.
dead,
No.
but
That's not right.
Nope.
Praise you, my friend. The Grove owes you a debt beyond measure. Killing's
agreed.
never my first choice, but those three were too dangerous to leave alive.
Thank me not. The slaughter was the pleasure. Yes, absolutely.
You sound all but deranged by blood.
What sort of,
But I suppose even a feral wolf
your
has a
first
caring
experience
hound
of
at
getting
heart. Return to
situations
the
through?
grove.
Is it the
I'll
script?
make my own way there.
Is it like just the written documents?
Yeah, so
it's
it's normally like a couple of sentences or a paragraph. It's not laid out like a script, no, like with dialogue or anything at that point. That's when writers will come in, but no, it's maybe a paragraph at most of like,
this is what happens in this scene.
Here's the situation, here's the people, and here's a rough outline of how it should start and end.
I know that look well. I know that look so well.
I know that there's actually a really good example that we use that doesn't touch on anything. So it could be as short as, I'm going to steal this from one of our other leads, Asnan. Actually, I don't know, maybe he stole it from somewhere, I don't know. But a quick example is we might get a narrative brief that says, there's a cat stuck in a tree. That's the brief. So it would then be on us to say, okay, well, if you want to approach this situation, then how and you wanted to save the cat, presuming you would want to, how would you do that?
Yeah.
Would you lure the cat out through something smelly, something, something to get them out? Would you chop the branch down if it's on the branch?
Yeah.
So we'd consider all the possibilities for getting the cat out of the tree. So thinking of the one where you want to lure them out, okay, well, how would you do that? Do you just happen to have something on you? Or is there something nearby, like a fish vendor that you can buy some stuff from and use that to get the cat out? So it would then be on us to make sure, okay, well, yeah, if you go and buy some stuff and lure the cat out, but what if you already have some stuff on you too? So it would be needing to make sure, okay, all of the things lead to the same outcome. If you choose not to use the smelly fish from the vendor, but you already have smelly fish, that all needs to align, because like if you can't afford to buy the smelly fish, but somehow you acquired it by just the river nearby, or that would also solve the solve the situation. That's where our mind needs to be. Something as simple as that, and then we're trying to come up
extreme
with weird
problem solving, essentially.
Yeah, basically that. Extreme problem solving that is also fun.
Yes, massively. Are there any scenes that from the first sort of paragraph you got about them to the end result, like look or sort of play very differently than what you expected them to be?
Oh yeah. I guess the Strange Ox would be an example of that. So the brief that we had, we took it a lot further. It was assumed that we didn't have enough time, that we had to keep the scope nice and neat, but as I mentioned before, where we made the call to make sure that you could speak to it in different locations, even if you hadn't met it before. Yes, it was more work, but it really added to the experience. So that's how that one changed. At first it was supposed to kind of be this, okay, you meet it here, and then here, somewhat linearly. But yeah, we made the call that it was worth adding a little bit more, so that's how that brief kind of extended out and became a little bit more involved. But that's the Strange Ox is the tiniest scale. We actually wouldn't call it a situation, we would call it a booster, because it's just like it's just the word that we use for
add-on.
Little exactly, like any kind of Easter eggs, any kind of like small things that there's no journal attached to it, there's no objective, there's nothing like that.
It's just a nice little thing.
It's a little moment that boosts the experience. I
guess the hardest part is like kind of having to draw a line somewhere and be like,
Yeah.
you can't do everything all of the time. You
Well,
know,
that's
there's
it.
limitations.
Exactly, and that's one of the hardest parts. Is that where do you draw the line? And that's when then our helpful producers come in and also like need to wrangle us a little bit. This is enough.
girls are fighting, quite literally.
This is the moment. Okay.
I mean, what's going on, I guess? This is about the artifact, isn't it? Let's do that.
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
Not wrong. Ooh. You're the guest.
Oh no.
I say dealer's choice. Guest's choice.
Yeah, I know how this can all end.
Yep. VJ Amalia says, can't they kiss instead? And Gone Bananas Badge says, Nasilabot says, oh no, the girls are fighting.
I know, right? This is like, it all makes sense. Of course they're going to clash, but it's like, oh, I don't want them to.
I know.
I mean, I wouldn't want this to escalate, but would Dark Urge want it to escalate?
We've kind of we've been towing the line, really. Like, yes, we've done some terrible stuff, but we've also been quite tempered, I think, when we need to be.
I'm thinking that. So, are you playing a redemption arc, or are you?
We haven't really decided yet.
You're still you're figuring it out.
I was very particular. I was like, we're not killing anyone outright. We're recruiting everyone, and then we'll decide from there.
Yes.
So, murder is still very much an option.
It's on the cards.
And is always on the table. However, does it benefit us right now to escalate it? Probably not. So I would say maybe rest.
Yep.
I doubt this one's wits will be any sharper by then.
I do not wish to spill blood here. Come daylight, we will find a place to
Or
end
maybe
this.
before. Who knows?
Fine. You can accept you're wrong, or we'll be rid of you permanently. Either way, I win.
So much side-eye going on. Oh no.
You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming.
Just
Don't
kiss.
expect to be mourned.
I mean, we're pretty good on the persuasion, so +5.
Yeah.
We don't want Lae'zel to
We don't
die.
want this to end like that.
Oh no. Sneaker Rocket says, kiss, kiss, kiss. I don't know. Shall we roll again?
What's your inspiration? 3?
Yeah,
we
can afford
one roll again.
One cheeky little roll again. Oh god, I can't look. Oh, okay. Woo! That was a little bit scary. Oh my gosh. The girls can't be killing each other.
Oh,
She's
not
a
now.
liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
We need her. Let's all be friends and kiss a lot.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies.
She says, holding a knife to
Right?
someone's throat. I love the logic.
That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I love how intensely that scene is shot.
It's
Just
so
really,
good.
really right in there.
But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes instead of each other.
Isn't this every
They
D&D
wouldn't
party?
stand a chance.
Gotta have those little beats, you know? Can we trust each other? It's gotta be tested before it can move forward.
Well, this is it.
Okay, now that excitement's over with.
That could have gone so badly.
It could have, but you know, like we've just had that. I mean, it went so much worse in Dora Ragzlin's camp. So if that wasn't a trauma bonding exercise, I don't really know what it is. All right, everyone, go to bed. We'll feel so much better. Oh, of course. Oopsie. There we go. Now go to bed, everyone. Major Tanya Jigurtef says, Shadowheart, you pulled the blade. I know. That was a little bit of, yeah, poetic license I think she took there with that whole situation. All right, let's get this back on, please. Thank you. And head back to the Emerald Grove, where I'm sure we will be greeted with nothing but admiration, respect, love.
Whoa.
Dare I say.
Wow.
Dare I say all of the above.
Surely. Oh.
Our community team is saying, what if you did the owlbear first?
Oh, you haven't done the owlbear? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That's a nice little neat.
Yeah. Let me remind myself how the
Could
heck
be.
we get there. Over in this. Where is it now? Well, wait. Hold on. Where's the map? Let's have a wee joke. Where the owlbear is? Up right.
Up north.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Okay, so I think, yeah, head over, not this direction. It's, you know, it's because it's throwing me because obviously it's nighttime now because night mode is on.
Oh, of course.
That's quite nice.
Oh, this is nice.
Let's head this direction. There we go. It does look quite different. This looks very different. I think it is down there, right?
It's close to this
Yeah.
river in some way, yeah.
Enjoying this music. Oh. Down this way. Oh, because right, these two are still here. Okay, this is, yeah, okay, because we haven't run into these guys.
Right.
Here we are. Hello.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
Hello.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Medicine, why not? If he dies, he dies. Let's have a little look at him. There you go.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep.
An owlbear,
If there's
you say?
anything you can do.
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you.
Uh-oh.
A familiar squirming churns in your head.
Hold a
Your
stare.
minds
We're not afraid of this guy.
intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Or murder.
Protect them.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Oh no, we won't be doing that.
Edwin! Ed!
He's with the Absolute. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen.
What are we gonna do with him?
Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
I mean, these guys are we're fully rested and ready to go. So
What?
What are you doing?
what?
Your sword brother, now!
Yeah, you got this.
I don't really want to be babysitting some guys here, if I'm honest. Let's just cut to the chase. We like murder, you're here.
Ruthless.
I know, but so we've had a time. It's been
Actually,
a
yeah,
day.
do you know what? Yeah, let's just...
And
There's no
Karlak
time
didn't
for
even get
this.
to do anything before.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Big wife, big wife, big wife. Let's get her just over here. Watch this. Wah! And then, gonna really enjoy this. Of course. Ow. Ow. Almost.
Concentrate.
All right. Let's finish her off. Maybe. That might have felt personal, but it wasn't.
You really
I swear.
going all out.
I feel the need to prove myself after that last battle, really. Like, I'm not always.
I get it. Oh.
Just need to feel in control for just a second. There we go. One for you. One for you. Nothing if not generous. Because we do need to save some spell slots for the owlbear as well. What cantrips do you have? Gale. What have we got? Ah, yeah. Ooh, what if we made your friends' corpses explode on you? Yeah, it was risky, but was it worth it? Absolutely. I don't regret a single second of that. Come on, what do you got? That was more than enough. Don't do that. Don't defend yourself. What do you think this is? Wonderful. Arlac, if you wouldn't mind finishing
Let's
this
end
off.
this.
Yeah, come on. Put the poor guy out of his misery. Oh no! I'm never gonna learn. I'm just like, yeah, reckless attack, and then shocked when it doesn't connect. Yeah, go on. Yeah, critical hit. Hey, Burnadette's inspired. Why are we on turn-based mode? Oh, because we need to get out of the acid. Is that it?
They should all be goblins are such violent
Thank you so much. Wait, what?
Given your own
Thank
nature,
you.
are you really the one to
Thank
judge?
you. Thank you so much. Exit. Thank you. Major Tanya Jagurchev says, Aoife, be like, a good balanced breakfast of murder. Slayer Seraph, I love how Aoife's like, we just had a full good nap, let's deal some death.
Right.
Isn't that how we all wake up after a nice full night's... I mean, I don't get a full good night's sleep often, so when I do, it's like...
Yeah, make the most of it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Start us off before
Yeah.
the
there's no
owlbear.
such thing as a good night's sleep in game death, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're all
No
just-
time to waste.
We're all a little bit insomniac.
Oh, well, yeah, and it's still nighttime, right? So
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Never a dull
that's messing with things.
It's basically like full-time jet lag.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Now, where's this cave? Here we go. I feel like we might have missed out on Owlbear Club, though.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay.
We'll see. Okay. Well, we can always get the little chest.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, right? Let's head down this way. There we go. Something like that. Thank you so much. Has everyone failed the religion
A
check?
magical seal.
Okay.
No luck picking that.
Thank you. So the whole owlbear cave would be a situation in itself, right?
Yep. Yeah.
There we go. Whoop. Is it kind of a shame when you're working on a game like this and then kind of know everything there is to know about it when it comes to playing it? Or can
Yeah.
you still enjoy it for what it is at the end of working on it?
Yeah, for sure. That's why I do want to do my own Dark Urge run
Yeah.
as well, because like as much as I've been spoiled by some of the things that you can do. Yeah. It just happens. I think I've not seen enough that I would still enjoy like a full playthrough. So yeah, I think it's, you know, we did make a game with so much choice that
there's enough ways to play it where it's still, you know, you're still surprised by
exactly,
it, right?
Exactly. Because like, luckily the areas I worked on, so I worked in the creche, and like those other things, and so they're self-contained enough that I can still like play through the rest of it. Like Underdark, I can choose not to go to the creche and you know do the Underdark instead, and have a different experience. So yeah, but it is difficult. I didn't play until maybe like a year after release because it was just, you know, the pre-release and then and then we were patching for so long that it was just not that like, I mean, we weren't crunching or anything, but it was just like seeing it during the day and then being
nice
like,
to see it with
oh,
fresh
I
eyes
want to,
then,
I would like to play something else for a little bit.
So what does like post-launch work look like when you're like working on patches and stuff like that?
It's very interesting. So actually talking of, because people were saying to save at moments, so saving and when people can save. So because you can save
illustrate the point more than anything else.
But because you can save at any point, including during a dialogue, that makes our patching a lot more difficult. And it was the thing that I when I was being introduced to the patching process, I remember thinking, oh, this is extensive. Like as a developer, it's painful, but we do it for the players, right? Like we know for players that they're gonna appreciate. They can save mid-dialogue and reload from that dialogue point if they want to, you know, save scumming, right? Like it's really to support that that we allow that, and so yeah, we would never go back from that. I think now that we've committed to it, we have to. But it's a painful process as a developer, to because the player can save at any moment during a dialogue on any node.
Yes.
That node could be flagged, or you could have passed certain flags or not passed certain flags. So we have to make sure that when that player loads up their save after a patch, that all those choices that they've made or not made are still intact, and they can progress as they would have. So that's difficult. Yes, it's really, really difficult, and it's time consuming. But I'm glad we do it, and it's
tons.
It's a lot. So that was most of post-release is a difficult time, but it's rewarding that you're getting the reward of like seeing people playing it and having the experience that they're having. So it's good.
Burning with 23 says, I've finished 3 or 4 playthroughs and none of them have really been the same. So many details and things to explore. It's awesome that no run ever feels completely the same. And Citizen says, very appreciative of mid-dialogue save scumming. VJ Amalia says, I really appreciate the save at any point. It's been fantastic. That's
exactly it. Like I remember in that moment it took over. The developer and me took over, being like, no, we can't save mid-dialogue. This is nuts. Like, but I get it. I fully get it, and
it's so good. It's just such a great
thing. So helpful. So helpful. In a game like this, I don't know that it would be the same experience if we didn't allow that. So it's good that people appreciate it.
I'm trying to remember how we deal with this chest, because we've read the Selûnai prayer. We've had Gale finally figured out what the difference was, but what was the deal again?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna let, because I've done this. I've done that specific thing. I'm not kidding, about 6 or 7 times, and I'm like, hey, what's the specific thing we need to do? But let's go and check out where the owlbear is first of all. Oh, it is there.
Yes.
Okay. Do we see that? Should we try that way? read the prayer next to the chest. See, now I thought we did read the prayer next to the chest. Where is it? Did I not pick up the scroll? Did, didn't I? Let's see. Where is it? Who picked it up? Is it? Let's have a look. Because we read the thing on the jump across, wasn't this one? Huh? No, not the incense.
Seems simple enough.
Let's have a look. A dusty volume speaks of the conflict between the sibling goddesses Selûne and Shar after Selûne ignited the sun and brought life-sustaining light and warmth to the universe. What an absolute meanie. Okay.
At the ready.
We'll come back. We'll come back to that in a second. Let's go. Have a little look up here. We've got Speak with Animals is now active. So, hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, wait, no, not you, Carlac, not you. Oh, we're in it, okay.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked
So
face
scary.
looming out of
Because in theory, you're
So
like, an
good.
owlbear, how cute. What a lovely sounding thing.
What's this?
No.
Something weak.
Yeah.
Something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Ooh.
That's such a fun one. I've never gotten lost my
this.
eye before doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Oh, we have to go for that one.
Scars don't make us kindred soft meat. And they don't make you welcome in my nest.
Worth a try.
You'll be missing more than your eye before I'm done.
I think trying to intimidate an owlbear is not the smartest move. Go on, 10's not that bad. Hey! Success.
You're
So now,
small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
or do we just kill her?
Oh.
Because really, I just want the cub. You know?
Want the cub. It's a shame that's the way. Not a shame, but it's yeah.
I don't really want to murder.
Yeah.
I know the cub then starts eating her, but
Yeah.
like.
It's also
Well,
grim.
okay, chat. What are we doing? Like, maybe it's time for a poll because I feel like we haven't had one in a while. Do we do some friendly murder, or do we leave and maybe meet up with the owlbear cub later on? It's up to you. Kill or spare the owlbear. Why don't we decide from that? I don't know if Chad has already had thoughts on that, but. Who's your favorite character? Do we of the origin characters?
Origins. Ooh. Maybe. Probably Lae'zel.
Oh.
Out of them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
she's fun.
Yeah, and I just like how she can become a softie.
She is.
You know,
I feel
like-
she's so misunderstood. She's
Yeah,
such a softie.
yeah, exactly. I like seeing that change in her. So
Yeah.
yeah. What about you? Who's yours?
That's a good call. Maybe Shadowheart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. For the same reason, I think like it's just the I mean they're all great, but like they all go on such journeys, but I have a real soft spot for goth girls who who are actual like really real softies underneath.
Yep.
And you could argue that they're both on that sort of level.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What was it like after the game launch, seeing it out in the wild?
I mean, it was surreal. Like it really was. I mean, I remember launch day, and it weirdly just felt like another day because we were just on patch fix mode.
Yeah.
So it was just like we already knew what we had to like fix for the next one. So yeah, but obviously, like I was saying, we did try and sneak in like some streams and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, when we could. So that seeing that buzz around it was It was just surreal. Like, we knew it was going to be great. We all had faith, and we all were like feeling really, really good about it. But not to this extent. Not to the the extent that it went at. So it was good to try and get involved in that, because then that's the moment, right?
Well, like that's you're what you were working towards, right? For years.
Exactly.
I don't think I ever asked anybody what you all did on launch day.
Yeah.
Like what that was.
Yeah, we did have like a little in-office, I think every of the offices done it, like a little in-office party.
Celebration.
Yeah, kind of like everyone had a drink and like celebrated in some way. We had an actual launch party the week after.
Yeah.
More officially. But yeah, launch day was, it was an office day, like it was a regular day at the office.
But it wasn't
a little extra, you know, you come in and you can like feel the buzz and it's like, today's the day, this is it. Yeah, it was good.
Chat, this is on you. 52% kill owlbear mama. You're a bloodthirsty lot. You say it's me, but I gave you the option, and that's, 52 versus 48
That's
is
actually
split.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot more, so that could have gone either way.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm sorry. She's distressed. You're doing this to 91 HP. Oh no. Okay, you know what? Look at this.
It's gonna be okay.
There we go. That's fine. Oh my God. Well, look, we've got plenty of spell slots. This is probably gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mama. I'm very sorry this has to happen to you. I don't think it's fair either. You let us go, and this is how we repay. Oh no. Well, look, we're providing a meal service to the young cub.
It ends well.
It does end well.
Somehow.
Let's see, dirty trick.
I'm talking.
Yeah.
You festive goober.
It doesn't work on a massive owlbear, turns out. They're a bit immune to being mocked. Let's have Carl go inside here. Yes. Oh wait. Can we don't have to kill the owlbear cub now that it's in the red, do we? Oh no. No.
It's probably going to come for you,
but we don't have to kill it, right?
No, if you fully go for...
We don't have to kill it, right? Please? I can't. I'm reloading. I'm not. I can't.
No.
I don't want that blood on my hands, chat.
Oh, this is interesting. I didn't realize it came into the combat as well.
No. Heading there. Oh no. You say interesting, I say awful.
Yeah, right? Like, my mind is like, oh, okay, there has to be a reason for this. I'm like...
What? I don't think Shatter caught it, so I don't think that's what it was. Pena.org. Don't kill the baby! I know! I don't want to kill the baby, I promise. Ooh, do you have what flavor of weapon would you like? Spiritual weapon.
Is there a spear?
Oh, yes. There you go. There you go. Exquisite choice.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
What's she doing? Why is she doing that? What's she doing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, well, some people got flattened. Gale's coming next. Here, Gale, have some bardic inspiration. Just do your thing. I'm just gonna be over here. Oh no. That's on me. That's on me.
What mode are you playing on?
Just
regular.
Yeah. We're not heroes around here.
Okay.
No. I love that you're full on in investigation.
I'm like, what's happening here?
Yes. Great. Spear probably doesn't have enough. No, let's just fly over here. Fly on over here. Yeah. Whee! Oh, please no. Please no, please no. Oh. charmed? Oh, because of mental of inspiration. Okay. Don't hurt the baby, Karlach.
Count on me.
Ooh, Cinderella Mouse is right. We can grab the egg, though, to give to Esther if we want to do that.
Yes. Yes.
I tricked Esther with the other egg. What's the other egg you can grab?
It's just the owlbear egg.
Yeah. Oh, it is, yeah.
That you trick her with. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right, because it's a Githyanki egg that she wants. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. There's a fun Dark Urge moment there as well. That was yeah.
Really? Oh, Astarion got hurt bad. Not as bad as Mama got hurt though.
Can't afford to let up.
I think we won this fight.
Yeah, this is fine.
But I am worried that we can just leave the baby, right? We can run away?
I hope so.
I really hope so. Why not? See if that's Nope. She hits pretty hard when she does hit.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's know first. I'm sorry.
Looks from you to his dead mother.
Oh no.
A single strike will end his suffering.
No.
Obviously no. Let the creature live, but I...
It hurts.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
That's nature, you know? Like, that's just... Don't let anything go to waste. Oh my gosh, the poor baby. Oh, also, yes, Astarion is there and needs a bit of help. There you go. Alright, what's... Oh. Head of a broken spear. A golden yellow eye is pierced on this broken spearhead. Thank you so much.
Have I been this way before?
And we'll have this.
Might be
Thank you so
useful.
much.
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Ooh. The Oak Father's Embrace. That's Halsin's armor close to, right? Paladins. Nothing there. Okay, fine. Let's see. Well, I think we've traumatized enough children, separated some families from each other. Oh, do we talk to it? Can we talk to it now? Let's have a little chat.
I should speak up.
Sorry to make you an orphan.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues to gorge himself on his dead mother.
He's fine.
He's chilling.
Fine. What were you even worried about? Okay. Getting reminders. Try not to eat the egg when you rest, you can.
Oh,
because you can.
Yep.
What would it taste like? I bet probably quite gamey. Like, you know, there's like the Burford brown eggs, like that are just the super rich yolk.
Yeah,
you
yeah. Oh, it has to be.
All right. Well, that'll do it.
Has to put my hands on everything.
Yes, we will end the day.
That was a successful day.
I mean, yes, and so, like I feel like it could be considered successful. You know, we said it what we were intending to do, and that's beautiful in a way.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody wants to chat though.
No one wants to talk about the murder.
Well, you know, that might be a good place to leave it for today as well. Like, let's have a little sleep and oh yes, of course. This is like, do you know what? This is character growth as well, because we were very bad at taking long rests to begin with. But as we know, it's 10 streams in now. Dobby Didge, and we're learning. We're thinking ahead. We're preparing. 40 camp supplies for one egg is wild.
Tempting.
That's wild. But yes, let's do that. Starlight Witch. Sorry to make you an orphan. Aoife 2025. Nuka Rocket says, killed people, orphaned a baby, success in my books. Scleratus would be proud. Absolutely. We are a Dark Urge after all.
Yeah.
and we give in to those urges sometimes when it's convenient to us and the story that we're trying to tell. But you know what? The biggest success today is how much I think we've all learned about scripting.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Because you were worried about that.
I was, I know, because
it's a heavy burden.
It is.
And that burden is yours to bear as the first person from the scripting team to come in and chat to us.
I took one for the team, yeah.
Is there something in particular about scripting that you think is a bit of a misconception by players or just the industry or something, anything like that?
Yeah, I think it can be misconstrued for just like that we implement other people's ideas, that we're just given a thing and it's already all fully pre-made and all we need to do is just slot it in and connect all the dots. And like in some ways, yes, like if something comes from the narrative team and it's just, it has to play out this way and it's just, in terms of the main flows, it just has to. And all we have to do is edge case and figure out all the alternatives. Sometimes, okay, great. But a lot of the time there's a lot of room for us to explore.
Well, honestly, it sounds a lot more creative than I expected.
It is. It really, really is, especially at that initial stage. I mean, once we're in the stage of bug fixing and patching, it's like full on, you're staring at lines of script all day. Like that's inevitable. But that initial stage and being involved that early on as well, we have a lot of input, influence. We can put our opinions out there, and there's always things are always up for discussion. So yeah, that I would say is what people don't realize about scripting. So if this has helped people to understand that it's more, there's more design involvement than you might realize, then I've done my job.
And is that what you love about it?
Yeah, well, I love both sides. Like some days you just want to get heads down and just like work on a thing and pick up 5 bugs and just like smash through them.
Yeah.
Some days you want, to take, the full day to think about an idea and map it out and really, really think about all the ins and outs of it and how it can be approached, and maybe even work on some layouts and stuff. That's some days are that and some days aren't. It's a very varied role, and I think that's what I like about it too. And then because I'm one of the associate leads, in other studios, like the leads maybe don't have as much input, too much management, all that sort of stuff. But here we really, at Larian, make sure that everyone is involved in the scripting. So that's very much why I'm, super appreciative of this, is that I am actually in there and I'm actually doing the thing too. So that's what I love about it.
Well, super appreciative of you taking the time to teach us all about it and, counter my ignorance specifically on scripting and how it works and how awesome it is. By the way, we will not be having a stream next week. We're going to have a little break. We're taking a week off, and the lovely Sallow from the community team says we can say why, which is we're all attending Sallow's wedding, and we're very, very excited too. Yes, no stream next week, but we will be back the week after, hopefully with another amazing special guest who will sit there, tell us some wonderful facts while I play this game really badly. But sure, we're used to it by now. But yes, so big congrats to Sallow in the chat, please. And we will see you all again in 2 weeks' time. Thank you so much, Leanne.
Thank you for having
me. Please come back
Thank
sometime
you.
as well.
Yes, absolutely. I want to see more of this.
Yay! Then I have done my job kind of correctly. Thank you so much. Bye!